I did a little experiment with a homeless person, not like on them, it's not like electrodes. With them, voluntarily helped me. Because the whole idea of giving, right? You've all walked down the street and you've all seen someone begging and you either have or haven't thrown a few pennies in their cup. When you do, you feel good. You bought that feeling. That is a legitimate commercial transaction. You know, commercial transactions are defined as the exchange of consideration. There was an exchange of consideration here. You gave money, you got the feeling of goodwill. You paid for that feeling. If you didn't give money, you either feel nothing or you feel bad. You can't feel good by not giving, all right? You paid for that feeling. So now the question is, how is that person encouraging us to give? The joke is, they act like every corporation in the world. They talk about themselves. Me, 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 right? Like they sit there with their little outdoor advertising, little sign, right? And it says, I'm homeless, I'm hungry, I got 12 kids, I'm a veteran, God bless. They got it all in there. Trying to appeal to somebody, the religious vote, the veteran vote, you know, the child sympathizer, surround yourself with lots of pets, go for that one too, right? All in an attempt to get something from someone. Takers, not givers, right? All about me. Well, what do corporations do? We've added more RAM, we've added more ROM, we've added more speed. This one's number one. We're the biggest, we're the best. We've been around since 1969. We're better than them, we're faster than them. We're more efficient than that one. Me, 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 me. And so even if we buy their product, guess what?
CryptoHulk channel is nothing about me.
A nice homeless lady on the streets of New York who's willing to help out. And I learned that with her sign, which was pretty typical, I'm homeless, I'm hungry.
CryptoHulk channel is all about you.
She makes between $20 and $30 a day for a day's worth of work, 8 to 10 hours of sitting there selling goodwill. 8 to 10 hours, she'll make $20 to $30. $30 is considered a good day. I changed her sign, and the new sign made her $40 in 2 hours. And then she left. It's one of the reasons she's homeless is because she's decided that she only needs $20 to $30 a day to live. If she stayed, she would have made $150. The point is she made $40 in 2 hours. What did the sign say? The sign said, if you only give once a month, please think of me next time. It has nothing to do with the taker. It has everything to do with the giver. And what are the objections people give when they don't give? I can't give to everyone. How do I know that they really need it? And so I addressed both those concerns. I know you can't give to everyone. So if you only give once a month, my cause is legitimate. I will still be here when you're ready to give. $40, 2 hours. Make it about them.
CryptoHulk channel.
So I think
free.
The word entrepreneur is bandied about too loosely. That not everyone who owns a small business is an entrepreneur. There are small business owners and there are entrepreneurs. And you can find entrepreneurs in big companies. It doesn't mean that they're small business owners, right? I think entrepreneurs are problem solvers. I think fundamentally there are plenty of risk takers. I think who are entrepreneurs. There's a risk taker if you're a small business owner, right? You went out to start the business, but they're not the same, I don't think. And entrepreneurs are those ones who they're constantly looking to solve problems, and that's where I think they perceive opportunity
You're gonna be
or
rich.
the mischief that you describe.
Watch the damn
I don't think inherently it's a sense of mischief. They're not trying to stir the pot for the sake of stirring the pot. I think that they see something and they're like, we can make that better, or we can fill that hole. And that's very much the way the famous entrepreneurs, the Elon Musks and the Richard Bransons operate. They see gaps. They see things that don't work, as did Jobs.
What doesn't work is you guys paying all that
Elon
fucking
Musk was
money
just interviewed by Chris Anderson
these
at TED last
YouTubers
week.
to
Chris
take
Anderson, sort of near the end of the interview, it's online, go watch it, it's really great. Chris Anderson asks Elon Musk something to the effect of, why are you doing all these things? Like, why don't you just stick with Tesla and be done with it? Like, why do all the other stuff? And you look at, and Musk, you can see this look on his face, and he takes a long time to answer. He actually doesn't understand the question. He cannot understand why you wouldn't do that. And he sort of gets emphatic, which for Elon Musk is pretty amazing because he doesn't.
Why does
get emphatic.
CryptoHulk not
But that's
charge?
basically what it is. He gets emphatic and says, because I want to live in a world that's better than this, or words to that effect.
I'm trying to
where
make the
not-
world better.
The world that we're living in right now makes us unhappy. Why don't we want to live in a world
The
that makes
world we
us happy?
live in is
he
fucked
gets
up.
sort of- you can't
CryptoHulk
understand-
is the
and
only
again,
one.
It's vision first. And that's why he doesn't understand why you wouldn't try and solve
Only
that.
one who's trying
So a
to
few
make
years
it
ago,
better.
I was watching on TV the London Olympics. And I realized, I sort of noticed all of the journalists would ask all of the athletes the same question. Were you nervous? Or are you nervous? And astonishingly, all the athletes gave the exact same answer. No, I was excited. So if you think about what the characteristics of nervousness are, right? Your heart starts pounding, your hands may get a little clammy, you start thinking ahead about what will happen. Well, what are the characteristics of excitement? Your heart starts pounding, your hands may get a little clammy, you start looking forward to what may happen. In other words, it's the exact same thing.
I'm looking
What
forward to
these
making
elite
all of you
athletes have
guys
done,
rich,
either
all right?
naturally or they train